Hello everyone, myself Benijan, Assistant Professor. Today we are going to see about theory of machines. In that chapter is Unit 4, the force analysis. That we are discussing for inversion of mechanism. First of all, inversion of mechanism. There are four kinds of inversion mechanisms are there. The first one is four bar mechanism. First, it is initially the mechanism is which one of the links of kinetic chain is fixed. While we are see the figure that shows A, B, C, D are fixing with different kinds of links on same kinematic chain. Next, types of kinematic chain. There are four bar chain, single slider crank chain, double slider crank chain. First, the four bar chain. We have already discussed the mechanism. That's a four bar mechanism. It's the simplest mechanism in this chapter. And four rigid links are there and turning pairs A, B, C, D. There are four different lengths according to the Grashof law. The sum of the shortest and longest links length should not be greater than sum of remaining two links length. Next, inversion of four bar mechanism. The first one is coupling of locomotive, that is double crank mechanism. There the two wheels are applied here for the links measured with equal length and actual cranks are connected to the respective wheels. The links ABCD with the coupling rod and AB will be fixed for the center to center distance between. Though this purpose is to wheel move one wheel to other wheel. Next one is beam engine, that's a crank and lever mechanism. When the crank rotates AB about fixed point A, we can see the figure that says AB the fixed point and lever should be the another fixed point is D. So the E is the leveler to count connected to piston rod and which reciprocates in a cylinder. This shows the piston is move up and down. This shows to convert the rotary motion in reciprocating motion. These are the crank and lever mechanism. Next, watt indicator mechanism. That's otherwise double lever mechanism. This the four links are there A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and on displacement mechanism, the track point E at the end of line link C trace approximately a straight line. That's a line A, link 1, link 2, link 3, link 4 are there connected with link 4 and the plunger is placed in the cylinder inside move that shown double lever mechanism. Next, inversion of single slider crank chain. First one pendulum pump, second one oscillating cylinder, rotary, third one rotary internal combustion, crank and slaughter lever quick return motion mechanism, Whitworth quick return. The first one is pendulum pump. This is when the crank given is a rotatory motion and connecting rod oscillates a pin pivoted the fixed pore at A. We can see the figure that shows the piston rod will be link 1, crank 2 is a link 2, cylinder is a link 4, connecting rod are link 3. While it is move up and down the press spoke, the piston will move up and down. This is known as the pendulum pump. Next one, oscillating cylinder engine. While it removes that the rotation motion of crank and piston move towards up and down. It's a mechanism of reciprocating engine. It is the link 3 forming the turning paste are fixed and corresponding the connecting rod reciprocating engine mechanism. When the crank rotates, the piston attached to the piston rod reciprocates and the cylinder oscillates about pin pivoted fixedly. Next one is rotatory internal combustion engine. It is also known as Giovanni engine. It moves irregularly shapes with piston. The power can be generated. It consists of 7 cylinders in a one plane and all revolves about at a fixed center. And cylinder is link 1 and crank is link 2 fixed. When the connecting rod rotates, the other pistons are reciprocally inside the cylinder. And crank and slaughter quick return motion. It is the mechanism is used in shaping and slotting machines, where the metal is cut intermittently. The link AC is fixed. Their crank CB revolves with uniform angular speed about fixed center. The sliding bar attached to the crank pin slides along with slaughter bar and pivoted point A, and it carries the reciprocating along with line stroke of length. You can see the figure. The slaughter joint is bar is link 4, fixed link is link 3, and slider and crank are link 1 and 2. This connecting rod is jammed with cutting stroke and return stroke to moving the tools. That's all. Thank you.